फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। सो आज के वीडियो में जो मेरा एक प्रीवियस वीडियो था क्रॉपिंग सिस्टम के ऊपर, जो उसका बेसिकली हमने देखा था प्रिंसिपल एंड कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ क्रॉपिंग सिस्टम, उसका ये पार्ट 2 है। तो वो उस वीडियो पे कुछ ऐसे कमेंट्स थे, मतलब कि जो आप मेरा लैंग्वेज है वो समझ नहीं आता, या मतलब जो भी आपको प्रॉब्लम होता है वो मैं इस वीडियो में सुधारने की उसको कोशिश करूँगी, और कॉन्सेप्ट जो है वो भी क्लियर करने की कोशिश करूँगी। ठीक है, तो वीडियो आप पूरा देखें, आप बीच बीच से देखेंगे तो आपको चीज़ें क्लियर नहीं होंगी। और इसका जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है उसका लिंक भी मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दूँगी, तो आप वहाँ से प्लीज़ चेकआउट कर लीजिएगा, या आई बटन से आप चेकआउट कर सकते हैं। तो आपको मतलब दोनों चीज़ें जो हैं वो बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से क्लियर हो जाएंगी। ना हम अपना टॉपिक स्टार्ट करते हैं। सो कमिंग टू द टाइप्स ऑफ मल्टीपल क्रॉपिंग सिस्टम। ओके, इससे पहले हमने जो बेसिक था कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स वो देखे थे। नाउ 2 or more crops are grown, in that we have a multiple cropping system. So let us see the intercropping. 2 or more crop in a given time in a spatial arrangement. Okay, what arrangement? That is the spatial arrangement. So here intercropping means what? Intercropping means 2 or more crops. Okay, 2 or more crops, they are grown in a spatial arrangements. So spatial arrangement means what? A spatial arrangement means in a defined row proportion. ठीक है, there will be a indication of defined row proportion. So 2 crop, they will be grown at a different row proportion. So 2 crops are growing at a time which with defined row proportions. This is called as intercropping system. Okay, now it is clear. Now second, then coming to the mixed cropping. 2 or more crops are randomly when grown at a given time without any distinct arrangement. So here also 2 or more crops are grown at a time on the same piece of land but without distinct arrangements. So there is no distinct row proportion. 2 or more crops are mixed together and they are grown, okay, simultaneously on the same piece of the land. So here there is no distinct arrangement of the row proportion, that is a mixed cropping. Now then coming to the sequential cropping. Okay, third one is the 2 or more crops when they are grown in succession, one after another. So here also 2 or more crops are grown on the same piece of the land but in a succession. Okay, there is succession. That is, they are not grown in the same piece of land but in a different seasons. So 1 or 2 or 3 crops, they are grown in a succession. This is called sequential cropping. Now it is clear, A, B and C, that is intercropping, mixed cropping and sequential cropping. Okay, 1 minute. Now we see, let us go for the example of the predominant multiple cropping system. The best example is the sorghum plus pigeon pea in case of the red soil areas. Okay, that is for the intercropping. Even like we also go for the finger millet and pigeon pea in 8 into 2 rows. Okay, मतलब 8 और 2 जो रोज हैं ये हमको फॉलो करना है. सो दैट मीन्स 8 रो ऑफ द फिंगर मिलेट एंड 2 रो ऑफ द pigeon pea. They will be grown in a intercropping system. So this is the example, that is also one of the examples for the intercropping system. Now then mixed cropping, here the sorghum and pigeon pea plus sesame, all the 3 crops. Okay, the like the seeds of all 3 crops, they mix together and they are growing and they are being grown. So this is called mixed cropping. Now then coming to the sequential cropping, where 2 or 3 crops are grown in a succession on a same piece of the land. So take for the example sorghum plus safflower plus maize and plus chickpea. Okay, sorghum, another one is a sorghum plus safflower, means that sorghum will be grown during the kharif season on the same piece of the land, and after the harvest of the sorghum in the rabi season, safflower is grown. सो दिस इज वीट सीक्वेंस दिस इज व्हाट द सीक्वेंशियल क्रॉपिंग. ठीक. सो सीक्वेंशियल जो क्रॉपिंग है ऑफ द sorghum दे फॉलोड बाय द safflower. So then maize followed by chickpea. Take for the example, maize is grown during the kharif season. In the rabi season, chickpea will be grown. So this is the excellent all examples for the sequential cropping. I think it is clear from the examples. Now some advantages of the multiple cropping. So the traditional practices in case of the dryland soil, intercropping and mixed cropping, they are most common practices followed in the drylands. So out of all this cropping system, intercropping and mixed cropping are mostly followed all the time in the case of the dryland areas. So coming to the advantage of the multiple cropping over the monocropping. So advantage of the multiple cropping is that it avoid the risk of the total crop failure due to the erratic rainfall and food security. So as you know, the rainfall is erratic, so its distribution is not uniform, so it is ununiform. So in such of the cases wherever the monocrops are being grown, if there is a total crop failure, so the farmer they will suffer heavy yield loss and the economic loss also. So if he follows multiple cropping, so that means to say 2 or more crops grown at a time on the same piece of the land, so he can avoid the risk of total crop failure due to the erratic rainfall. So then second thing is that optimum utilization of the natural resources. So what are the natural resources? Like land, water and sunlight. So if the monocrop is being grown, there will not be optimum utilization of the land, water and sunlight. So coming to the advantages of the multiple cropping, wherein the first and foremost is that it avoid the risk of total crop failure due to the erratic rainfall and ensure the food security. So wherever the monocrops are being grown, if they are devastated or if the crop is failed, so due to the erratic rainfall or the deficient rainfall, so the farmer they will be incur total losses. So in this such of the cases, multiple cropping is beneficial. So what does the multiple cropping does? The multiple cropping does, it avoid the risk of total crop failure. Suppose one crop is failed, the other crop they will come to his rescue, so avoid the total crop failure, and that is the most important advantages of the multiple cropping system. Now secondly, the optimum utilization of the natural resources like land, water, sunlight. So these are the natural resources that our crop should utilize. So there will be optimum utilization of the all resources by the crops grown in a multiple cropping system, but it is not so in case of the monocrop. In case of monocropping, there only single crop is utilizing all the 3 factors, but in case of multiple cropping, 2 or more crops they are grown in the same piece of the land, and all the 2 or 3 crops simultaneously they will utilize the resources, that is land, water and sunlight, and thus there will be optimum utilization of the light. So third one is the increase annual net per unit area, net yield per unit area. So this is because when a farmer goes to grow 2 or more crops, the annual net yield they will be increased or higher than the yield got in the monocrops. So this the third most advantages where the multiple cropping increase the annual net yield of the crops. So then what are the potential cropping system in relation to the rainfall and soil type? There are certain characteristic we learn about the characteristic of the selecting a crop, but in case of the cropping system, how to select the cropping system, they are all characteristic on which the selection of the cropping system is dependent. So what are those characteristic? So the rainfall and soil type are the measure 1. Rainfall is 1 and soil type is 1. So water availability period is 1 and based on this factor and rainfall, soil type, water availability period, what are the potential cropping system like they can be selected. So which or the potential cropping system we can select, like take for the example you can see. Okay, these are the potential cropping system. So if the rainfall is 350 to 600 mm in that region, and soil are red soil, sandy soil and deep black soil, and the water availability period is 20 weeks, so in this case we can go for the single kharif crop or single rabi crop only, because the moisture availability period is only 20 weeks and the rainfall is uniform, that is 350 to 600 mm of the annual rainfall. Now suppose if the annual rainfall is axis, that 600 to 750 or 750 to 900 millimeters, and wherever the water availability is about 20 to 30 week, so then we can go for the intercropping. So that means to say that not only the annual rainfall decide the cropping system, but it is the available period of the moisture, so it also decide the type of cropping system we have to select. So if the availability of the moisture availability weeks is more, then we can go for the intercropping or double cropping. So this is the way how the potential cropping system for a particular region we have to select. Okay, now then coming to the factor in that influencing the choice of cropping system. So the choice of cropping system, 1 minute. So this is the some factor which influence the choice of cropping system. So first factor is the farm resources. So the choice of the cropping system depend on the land, labor and water, the amount of rainfall, soil type and water holding capacity that influence the cropping system. So farm resources, based on this factor, they also we have to select the cropping system wherein the land, labor, water, in which the amount of rainfall, like the soil type and moisture holding capacity of the soil will also decide the type of cropping system the one should be adopt. Okay, now second one is the farm enterprises. The choice of cropping system they also depends upon the farm enterprises. That take for example the enterprises at the like farm level, they lead to a cropping system having a specific crops, fodder crops in a dairy and grain crop in a poultry. Supposing a farmer is having a poultry enterprises, then the cropping system they should preferably involve a grain crop. Suppose if he has a dairy, then the cropping system they should involve fodder crops. So this is how the farm enterprises also decide. Okay, now then coming to the farm technology, then the improved technologies alter the cropping system also. So in the deep black soil with annual rainfall like more than 750 mm, dry seedling yield like both kharif and rabi season instead of only one rabi season like in the post rainy season. So most probably in the black soil the crop they will be take up in the rabi season because of the soil related constraint. So but a dry seedling mechanism work out like wherever the black soil are there, then we can go for both kharif as well as the rabi crops in the way wherever the particular farm technology exists. It also decide the type of cropping system one should adopt. Now then coming to the conclusion, overall conclusion देख लेते हैं हम. ठीक है, that is farm enterprises, this is farm technology. Now this is farm technology. So conclusion ये है कि besides like putting the various measures to increase the productivity of the dryland crops, effort they would also be needed to increase the cropping intensity, so which was generally 100% implying that a single crop was taken during this year. So in the dryland we are putting so many technological inventions to increase the cropping intensity. All of the other factor for retaining the moisture or fertility levels. In spite of that, we have to look for also increasing the cropping intensity. So wherever the monocrops they are grown, like the cropping intensity, they will be only 100%. So in such cases the farm yield will not be optimum. So the such cases we have to put the measures so as to increase the cropping intensity. Second one is the cropping intensity of this areas, they would be increased by the practices of intercropping, multiple cropping, like by the way more efficient utilization of the resources. Or in this areas, if at all the cropping intensity has to be increased, so the intercropping and multiple cropping systems of the best candidates for the increasing the cropping intensity in the in this areas. So this is the today's lecture. Okay, thank you for this lecture. So नेक्स्ट वीडियो में नेक्स्ट लेक्चर के साथ. सो वीडियो लाइक कर दीजिए, अच्छा लगे तो. कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो तो टेलीग्राम चैनल में या जो वीडियो है उसके नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन होता है उसमें कमेंट कर दीजिएगा. सो थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स.